Hello everyone, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In this video, I'm going to do the touch sampling rate test on the Realme GT Neo 2 device after using the GT mode and even using the game space mode as well. And one more thing, I'll try to explain why I mentioned misleading information from the Realme. The main reason is because the information whatever they are trying to share is completely kind of misleading sometimes. Yes, I'll try to explain you friends. So right now, as you can see, I'll try to enable the GT mode. So with using GT mode, let's see whether we can actually improve any kind of touch sampling rate number or not. Right now the GT mode has been enabled and I'm getting plenty of comments asking me to do on this particular test. As you can clearly see, so many comments. Can you please try using the GT mode and maybe game boosters option to increase touch sampling rate? That's what I'm going to exactly demonstrate. And there are a couple of screenshots which were taken during the launch event of the Realme GT Neo 2, which is some kind of misleading, and even the official website specifications also say some kind of misleading as well. That's the reason I did keep the title as misleading for that video. You can check those videos as well. So for example, first thing, if you observe the launch event details, they did not mention any kind of instant touch sampling rate. And here is a screenshot which I have taken from the official specifications of the phone as well. You can see official specifications. They did mention only touch sampling rate, 600 Hz touch sampling rate. They did not even mention any kind of instant or peak touch sampling rate. For example, in the iQOO 7 device, there is instant 1000 Hz touch sampling rate and 300 Hz normal touch sampling rate, which they officially mentioned. There is no problem, there is nothing wrong in that. But the only thing is that the Realme did not mention anything regarding this one. Even in the Flipkart application, if you try to check, you'll find two values. Even there is a screenshot which I have captured in the live event, as you can see. So you can clearly see there the touch sampling rate is only 600 Hz. In the brightness, if you try to look, they did mention peak brightness 1300, but in the touch sampling rate, they did not mention peak touch sampling rate. They did not even use that word. So peak is different, using the touch sampling rate, normal is different. And they started to compare with the Samsung and iPhone as well. There is no instant word, there is no peak touch sampling rate, there is no GT, nothing at all that it mentioned in this screenshot. I'm not sure why in the brightness that mentioned peak but not here in the GT. Let's prove the theory what is happening using the GT mode, whether we can actually achieve this kind of 600 Hz touch sampling rate or not. Same application I'm trying to use, what I used before, same application I'm trying to use right now. Even if you try to use the GT mode, still same results you're gonna get. The number doesn't increase at all. I'm trying to mention 100 times. I'm not sure why users are not understanding. Even with the game space enabled as well, with the touch optimization increased to the maximum, not even a single point increasing. No use at all. Yes. So I'm not against this Realme company or anything. No. Don't get me wrong, because I just want to show you the facts why the users are really confused. So not only the users, even the Flipkart is also confusing, because you can actually see the 300 Hz touch sampling rate what they mentioned, and they did mention 600 Hz touch sampling rate. They could have written instant touch sampling rate. No, that's not the case. They did mention 2 touch sampling rate in the Flipkart website in the description. It's so much confusing for the users. At least they could have written the instant. Then we can definitely understand. So for example, for me, maybe some other users, the moment they look at the specifications, they will definitely think the phone has got touch sampling rate of 600 Hz. So that's not. Maybe at least peak touch sampling rate. Something, they could have changed the word. They did not do that. Both are completely same they written. Even in this exact screenshot from the launch event, what you guys asked me to check, I did check the launch event and I am trying to show you the exact launch event details as well. They did not mention any kind of peak touch sampling rate. So I'm not trying to make this kind of big issue, nothing at all, because this is not a big thing, but still I just want to address what is happening exactly here. Even if you look at the launch event details, for example, this screenshot which are taken from the Realme launch event only. So try to look at the touch sampling rate. As you can see, if you give this screenshot, if you try to show this screenshot to a normal average user, if he sees exactly touch sampling rate, what will he think? He will definitely think the phone has got 600 Hz touch sampling rate. At least if they could have mentioned that it is possible in GT mode, or maybe peak touch sampling rate or instant touch sampling rate, this could have been really clarified a lot of doubts, because I was one of the type of user, I am really interested in the higher touch sampling rate mobile phones for a smoother experience and better experience. So that's what I did imagine, but right now I got misleaded. That's the reason friends, I did keep the title as a misleading. So I hope you understand what my point is after watching this kind of screenshot from the launch event only. This is a major screenshot which worries me, because they did mention touch sampling rate and started to compare with other 240 Hz. It's not fair friends comparing like this. They should have done 300 Hz, they should have written at least. But something like that, I'm just leaving to you all to decide what is happening with this kind of promotion and everything. I'll just leave it. And finally, let me try to use another application which is supposed to test the number of touch inputs. So for me, I think it doesn't make like huge difference, but having this kind of misleading is the one of the point which I thought of addressing. But overall, it is trying to detect all the finger points, nothing at all. As you can see, there's no problem in terms of having 300 Hz touch sampling rate as well. Not an issue, no issues, no problem at all. As you can see, no problem, I'm not getting any kind of issues at all. But even if I'm trying to draw very fast as well, the number of touch inputs are detecting really good, even with the fast inputs, as you can see, exactly. But we are not sure whether you're running at 600 Hz or 300 Hz in this application. That's the reason I started to use another application, this application. So whatever the value you get in this application, you need to do the minus with the refresh rate. So try to remember in this way. So it's not my first time experience. Even with the previous Realme phones, I have used so many Realme phones, Realme X1 Pro, Realme X2 Pro, Realme 6 Pro, Realme 6, all the phones as well. And Realme GT Master Edition, Realme X1 Max, same thing in few of the phones. Whatever the touch sampling rate they are climbing, and default we are getting different. That's something which I thought of mentioning. But this is not happening with few phones. For example, POCO F3 GT, iQOO 7 device, Mi11X device, Moto H20. At least Moto H20 has got a little bit less, but still it was able to keep up to the promise. But this is one thing which I thought of addressing, friends. Using the GT mode also no problem. No change at all. GT mode, game space mode, everything turn on. Still no improvement in the value. I hope you understand what my point is. At least they could have mentioned that instant touch sampling rate in the promotion or whatever the launch event they said, but they should have mentioned in the screenshot and everything. Even in the official Realme store website as well, they did mention 600 Hz touch sampling rate only. They did not even mention, not even once, saying that peak touch sampling rate or instant touch sampling rate. Nothing at all. As you can clearly see, friends, I cannot find a word regarding the instant or peak, nothing at all. They did mention straightforward 600 touch sampling rate, that's it. So this is a proof which you can actually get from the Realme website and from the Realme launch event as well. I hope you guys understand and you can definitely figure out. And finally, friends, this is the result, Realme GT Neo 2. And I'm not sure whether we'll be able to test this 600 Hz touch sampling rate anytime or not. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video and stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.